Good morning, guys. Today's Monday. It is 5 March 7th, 2018, and it's 11:10, and I've already had my coffee and my breakfast sandwich. So today I got to do, a few things. I have to take off for a minute because I have to move the camera. No, I have to go to the local market and pick up another 40 pounds of chicken for the boys. We go through approximately, I don't know, 40 pounds a week, maybe a little bit more. Now we go through about 10 pounds of 90% on beef as well, and this is for the boys. We go through, I don't know, dozen, a little bit more than a dozen of, I forgot the name of it, but it's a yogurt, vanilla yogurt, that a couple of the boys like. And then probably, and this is a week, and probably 2, 4, 6 a night. So what are we talking here? About 40, 42 little containers of Caesar, and approximately, well, we buy a 50-pound bag, so it's, I think, no, it's a 25-pound bag, I'm sorry. So we go through approximately 10 pounds of dry food. And that's within a week. The dry food we get online because it's a special blend, so they don't sell it locally. If I go to an actual pet store, you know, or something like that, I can find it. But they want like $90 for 20 pounds, 25 pounds. Online we get it for like 60, so it's better to buy it online with free shipping. So, but meanwhile, putting that aside, that's why I have to go. I gotta get the chicken, Yoplait, I think it is, yogurt. That's the only thing they like, and some beef. So I gotta take a run down to the local. Like I said, that'll take me, I don't know, it's closer than Home Depot, so it's probably gonna take me 4 or 5 minutes to get there. And probably another 10 minutes and another 4 or 5. So I'll probably eat up a half hour. I should stop for gas while I'm at it. I need fuel, so I'll get that out of the way. And that's about it. The other night I had to, I got toned out to go to a fire. I got there a few minutes late, so I didn't have a chance to really set the camera. I just stuck the body cam on and didn't have a chance to adjust it so that I was able to get a up and down picture. So I ended up getting a side view picture, and then I had to flip it, but in the interim, naturally, it didn't look just right, so I apologize for that little brief video. And I got posted down on the end at this point, again getting there a little on the late side. I got stuck with traffic duty. So, hey buddy, how you doing? Say hi to the camera. Hi camera, how are you? All right. And at that point, that's it. So let me go do what I got to do, and I'll be right back. Oh, here's something else I got to do today. As you can see, I put this up last night on here, and I call this a gurney when I'm using it for this type of thing. Other than that, it's just a bench on wheels. But I was thinking about replacing the whole pump. And I really want to, all I really need is the valve. I know this because that's the only thing that ended up going cuckoo on me. I'm finding it hard to get the unloader valve. This one was rated for this machine, and it has nowhere near the power that it originally had. Nowhere near it. And it was off a little bit. If you go back last year's videos, you'll see where I had to do a little grinding, a little sanding, and things like that to get it to the right size to make sure that it fit in properly. Even though it was made for this machine, I got it to work, but it just hasn't got the power that it used to have. And I want it the way it used to be. So I'm looking. I took the numbers off the pump itself, as well as the numbers off the engine. You know, it says Troy Bilt, but it's basically a Briggs & Stratton. And I'm using them to try to find them on the net, and I can't, nobody finds it. Then I find an unloader valve on Walmart's website, and it tells you that it's for a Briggs & Stratton. Okay, well, okay, hello. But they all look alike, but it doesn't tell you anything else about it. The description basically is like, forget about it. You know, I mean, that's it. So, again, if they look different, you'd have an idea. Then I'm looking at the pumps. Trying to find a pump, I find them all that look the same. However, they don't have the same bolt pattern. Okay. I mean, is this one of these, you know, well, that's what happens when you buy stuff that's put together by 10 different people. You know, it says Troy Bilt on it with a big Briggs & Stratton engine. You know, okay, well, apparently, you know, it was just made probably by MTD or whatever, and it's probably got all kinds of Chinese parts on it. The only thing that's real is the Briggs & Stratton, if in fact that is, and it's probably just assembled with all these other parts, and nobody knows anything, and that seems to be the thing. Yeah, I mean, anybody can have a power washer made. You know, you can call up the company and say, listen, I want 100 of them, but I want my name on them. Okay. You know, they'll give you a good deal on them. They're going to manufacture them for you. They're going to put your name on it. So now it's yours. What parts they used, who the hell knows? You know what I mean? And that's kind of how it goes. So, and that's where we're at. So I got to try to figure that out when I get back from the store. Like I say, I'm over here on the website. This is the Wally World website. Now I did notice, say this is it, they all look alike. Tell me for a Briggs & Stratton kit unloader valve. Well, I know it's the motors are Briggs, but I have no idea what that pump is. Even though I got numbers on it, they don't seem to identify anything to me. Scrolling down though, it does say manufacturer part number and model. Now it does say a 190. It says 190594GS, and they're both the same number. Well, that is a Briggs & Stratton 190. So this has a 190 in it. So is that it? You follow me? I mean, where do we go here? So, whoop, let me trip over that. All right, so let me go do what I got to do, and I'll be right back. All right, so what are we doing here? I'm taking the pump off. Like I said earlier, I don't know if I was recording when I said it. I'm trying to find it. You know, I mean, if I can buy a whole pump for under $100, it's still cheaper than buying a whole power washer. But it'd be cheaper if I can just find the right unloader valve. Now this is 3,000 PSI, 2.7 GPM, gallons per minute. It's a Briggs & Stratton motor. It says Troy Bilt all over everything, but it's a Briggs & Stratton. Who knows what they use for a pump. And it's a 190. And if I remember right, it's either, I think it's an 8. Let me see. .75 on the horsepower. So that's where we're at. Now I'm finding pumps that look just like it, except for the footprint. And it's not going to do me any good if the footprint doesn't fit. Now, I just found another one that looks just like it. It's on the internet now, except for, again, the footprint. Now this one I'm looking at now is only a 2800, where this is supposedly a 3000. And look, if you look at it, it looks like the exact same one. However, who knows at this point? Like I say, you know, if they're not built by the actual manufacturer, you never know. And even then, you really don't know what you're getting, because they get their parts from all over the place. They get them from wherever they get them, and hope that they last throughout the warranty, so they don't have to worry about it after that. It's like, you know, oh, I can afford to go out and buy a new pressure washer every year. Yeah. Now, I have gotten close to 10 years out of this thing, so I mean, it's been doing well for me, you know, up until last year when it kept stalling out. And got it so it runs with a new unloader valve, but it apparently wasn't the right one, even though it was supposed to have been, because it hasn't got the pressure. So, and until, even when it wasn't running, it kept stalling out every 2, 3, 4 minutes. The pressure was always good. So I really don't think the pump is the problem. If the pressure wasn't good and it wasn't running right, then I'd say, okay, yeah, pump's bad. But the pressure was great. So anyway, let me finish taking that off. I'll be right back.